September is apparently Hispanic Heritage Month in the United States. And DC Comics has decided that they're going to put out a series of covers to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. But since it is DC, and they must do something to not only show that they don't know what they're doing, but also to piss off the fans and then borderline come out and just insult the very people who they're attempting to pander to as usual. DC Comics artist Jorge Molina responds to publisher's cartoonish edit of his Green Lantern-centric Titans United Blood Pack Hispanic Heritage Month variant cover. Now, I'm going to go through what's going on here, but I want to let you know that there is some good news on this front, and I will get to that in a little while, but there is some good news on this front. So, there's some good news, there's a bunch of other bad news, but there's some good news, right? DC Comics artist Jorge Molina is less than thrilled with DC Comics after the publisher repurposed his shelved Hispanic Heritage Month variant cover for the upcoming Titans United Blood Pack from a sweeping tribute to a noted Mexican artist into a cartoonish tribute to performative diversity. Now let me see if I could get to the right. This is what Jorge Molina had to say. I did this cover for DC for the Hispanic Heritage Month. Kyle Rayner, having a Mexican background and being Mexican myself, it was a great honor to have the opportunity to pay tribute to my country and roots. That's why I decided to pay homage to Jorge Gonzalez Camarena. Now, I didn't even know Kyle Rayner had some Mexican background. I believe he's part Irish, part Mexican. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that about the character because they don't really expound too much on this character. I mean, to be honest with you, DC have not done anything really of noteworthiness when it comes to the Green Lantern Corps in quite a while. And Kyle Rayner is one of the very most interesting Green Lanterns that they have, because he has a power ring that could make anything he can think of, and he's also an artist, so he can make this. So he can make his constructs in very creative ways. Now, here is the cover that he did, right? That with Green Lantern here, he's holding the lantern. He has the Mexican flag. There's these things here. There's a thing in the background. It's based on this artwork that was done, right? Based on this artwork that was done here by a famous Mexican artist, and I think this one looks really good, right? To get a good representation of what it is. DC, in their infinite wisdom, decided to themselves that, you know, they figure that they know better than what needs to be done, so the hell with that. Here what goes on here, he has to do what Jorge Molina has to say. A Mexican muralist I admire, La Patria, is probably his most recognizable work. Due to some legal issues, this cover was not supposed to see the light of day. It's unfinished. You'll notice both the Mexican flag incomplete and Green Lantern's chest logo is missing. Yeah, here it is, so you can see it better. The Mexican flag is incomplete and it doesn't have the chest logo. Now, in regards to this with the legal issues, right, this shouldn't necessarily be a problem, because it comes, there have been times when DC Comics, Marvel, all the other people I think have used famous artworks and just repurposed it into a different style to make it look a certain way. One of the most famous ones is when they always with this farm couple and thing, and they try to change it to put different people into it. I think it's been done. Even the Simpsons have done it already. So this shouldn't necessarily have been any kind of a big legal issue to overcome. When you look at it here, this does look really good, right? This does look really good. This and all these things behind him here, and the lantern he's holding, and he's in space there, and the Earth is in the background. It does look really good. Making his way to social media on August 27th, the new cover sees Rayner grand construct replaced by the mere act of holding a bag of tamales and waving flag of Mexico swapped for a lifeless flag construct which reads Viva Mexico. Here is what DC replaced this beautiful artwork with this. It had a constructed thing here, Viva Mexico, and a bag of tamales that are floating off into space, and there's some space rocks here. People are commenting and saying, look like he's pooping. You know, it does not look good. It looks downright insulting, because this one pays tribute to the different things that make up some of the Mexican culture. Here, yes, there's some food and some other stuff here, but it's more detailed. This one that makes it say Viva Mexico, and the only thing that comes to mind is just food. That's it. As the cover began to make the rounds across the internet, drawing criticism from fans all the while, Molina eventually took to Twitter to offer a response, albeit brief, to the entire situation. This is what he had to say. Had to keep my mouth shut. All I can say is one has my signature and the other one doesn't. Go figure. Yeah, he did not put his name or signature anywhere on this. This one, his signature is there. But with this one, I don't blame him. He's not putting his signature there at all. You understand me? Because this is the kind of nonsense that they're doing. Now, you may think to yourself, okay, they've done this with Green Lantern, but since this is Hispanic Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, they aren't stopping there. No. DC has doubled down on it, right? Even Screen Rant, one of the sites that's usually very chill and loves to agree with them on anything, comes out and said, DC Comics Hispanic Heritage Month covers are a reductive disappointment. And here, going the covers here, here the covers, they're all about food. That's all that they do. Because on the first one with Kyle Rayner and the tamales there, right? That's one. Next we have Jessica Cruz, and some people she's beaten down on the ground there, and she's eating a tamale also. You understand me? She's eating a tamale also. Why not? We have Blue Beetle jumping off a roof, flying whatever. He's eating tamales as well. Even Hawk Girl, she's getting tamales and fritos and things. She's working at some kind of cafe. This is all that they figure. And when you look at things like this, it takes me back to the whole Miles Morales as Thor situation. And I will explain why. Because these people who work in these companies, they don't go outside. They don't talk to people. They don't interact with people. They don't learn from people. They don't listen to people. They don't grow. All they figure they need to do is just sit around on Twitter all day. And the community of people that they deal with on Twitter, they tell themselves, these people are literally everybody in the world. They don't travel and go places because these countries are known for more than what you can what you could find at Taco Bell. It's insulting. It's insulting to know that this is what you're going to put out. These sort of things where they sell people eating food and eating tamales, and this is all that you're getting from them. It's very insulting, and people came out online to talk about how DC is going to do. I mean, you took beautiful artwork to replace it with Viva Mexico. Now, as I stated before, they did this, right? And it came up, it wasn't happy, people weren't good with it, but I do have some good news to report. Apparently, DC has made the decision, at least for this cover, to change it back to this. Right? They made it to change it back to this. Jorge Molina has been allowed to do it. He completed it, put the logo on it, on the Green Lantern logo on his chest and everything, and he went with this one. So we're no longer getting this horrible abomination. We're actually getting this one, which the artwork looks much better. The others, however, apparently are still going to remain. Jessica Cruz eating tamale and doing this, Blue Beetle eating tamale, Hawk Girl and all these things. These are going to remain. Because once again, good artwork and good representation is not a problem. These are the problems with it. These people don't interact with anybody. They know nothing about what they're doing. And they figure all they need to do is just pander food, and that's good enough for what they're trying to do. The entire Hispanic culture is based around more than just food. And this was one of the things that I liked about this one. You had the Mexican flag, you had some kind of mythical creature, something like that. Here you had different things in the back here, all of this, the Green Lantern, lantern there. It looks visually beautiful with and you see the earth in the background there. It looks really good. This one, however, is just terrible. All they think, this is all they think needs to happen, right? They put out DC Hispanic Heritage Month, Viva Mexico, that's good, right? Bag of tamales and some space rocks there that make it look like he's pooping, and that's good enough. We don't need to do anything better. This is all that they need. And one of the other problems with this thing is that they usually hire some of these artists just to make these covers, and they will tend to hire artists of the same nationality, of the same race, for whatever month that they're trying to pander to do a cover for them, and then they never hire them back again. Or at least they don't get hired back until the next run comes along for it to do it again. Then they may get approached to do it again. But this is beautiful artwork here, but you wanted to ruin it. But at least I can say I can be glad to report that they have changed their mind for this cover with Kyle Rayner. We're getting this. The others are still nonsense, but at least this is a victory because people came out online very vocal, very angry about it, and DC actually made a change to it for this, so it shows that the people can make an impact and don't have to just sit back and take it. That I consider that a victory for the fans who want to come out and talk against this. I consider that a victory for it. The other covers, total garbage, and DC once again shows their true colors, trying to pander to it. It happened with Marvel and the Thor and Miles Morales Thor crap, but the way the writer pretty much showed he never spoken to a black person in his life. And now you're getting these covers here with all the different things about different tamales and food and kind, showing that, you know, the entire subculture of what they believe the Hispanic Heritage Month revolves around is what you could buy at Taco Bell or what you could just get at some restaurant thing. That's it. It just boils down to food, nothing about the actual heritage itself. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell, be notified every time I put out a new video, and I shall see you all next time. Take care.